Ready?
I'm okay. We're all right.
Sorry, man. One last time.
It's okay. 3, 2, 1, go.
All right, you know what? If you are not going to learn how to ride this bike, then I'm sorry. I'm just gonna have to take it back.
What? Why?
Because it'd be like you having this guitar and never playing it. Okay, this guitar wants to be played, and this bike wants to be ridden, and if you don't ride it, you're killing its spirit. The bike is dying.
All right. If you care enough to make up that load of crap, okay.
This spoilers wants to be listened to, and if you don't leave a review, you're killing its spirit. Spoilers is dying.
Spoilers almost died after those 3 attempts at the intro.
You know, if that hadn't taken 3 attempts, I probably would have tried it again. That wasn't great, but this
You can
is.
if you want. I don't care.
No.
Thanks a lot, Brett, for the vote of confidence. I thought it was okay.
It was good. It was good.
Okay. We are here, friends podding on friends, friends spoilers, season 7, episode 9, the one with all the candy. I'm going to get to an opening question in a second, but I just got to ask, Brett, why did you choose this episode? You're like the Friends episode master for this one, right? Me and Pappy left it up to you.
So Josh gave me, he said, we can go with our Ross and Rachel Chronicles, or we can do like a Christmas episode. I looked up the top best Christmas episodes of Friends, and there were a couple good ones. I did reach out to Friends super fans who I know are listening, and we all just kind of love this episode. I mean, I know actually what's funny is the next episode in the series is the actual Christmas episode. So, I don't know. There's just some funny stuff in here. I mean, it's not like a 9+ episode rating, but I don't know. I figured we could have some fun with it.
I was a little confused because it was like, it's not blatant Christmas. There's maybe a few Christmas trees in the background.
There's some dreidels.
I did tell you
sketches.
it wasn't as Christmassy as I remembered, so I apologize for that. Apparently there is a dreidel on the Magnadoodle, so maybe it's more of a Hanukkah episode.
Pappy, you spotted that?
Oh yeah, for sure.
Keen eye. Well, let's dally no longer, because one hot take and one cool thing I found out recently is that Christopher Lee plays metal music. Late in life, like in his late 70s, picked up a guitar, started being a metal artist. Similarly, Phoebe in this episode learns how to ride a bike really late in life. Kind of a late bloomer. So my opening question to you guys is there something you learned to do late in life, or some skill you late bloomed in, or do you have anything that you could relate to Phoebe's plot in that way? Either of you have anything? I could go first, Pappy. I would love not to,
but you go ahead.
No, I was planning on going last, but I wanted to bail you guys out if possible. But Pappy is ready. Mm-hmm. You're the closest. We're gonna go. We're gonna go west to east.
Yeah,
because Pappy's just right by me, and Brett's well east of all of us. But okay, go ahead.
Yeah, I think I'm more east. I'm downhill from you, Pappy. Excited to Friends pot on Friends again. This is actually be my number one advice for anyone who's younger than me, or anyone in life, and it's grind your cooking stat. Just really grind that stat and get good at it. Doesn't matter how bad you suck when you're young. I wish I would have started earlier. One of the inspirations was out of the blue, Josh. One day you texted me and you were like, "Do you make soup?" And I was like, "Not really." You're like, "You should. Women love soup." And I was like, okay. So I started making soups, which is good advice. A chili. I wish I cooked more. I've also been watching Great British Bake Off, and baking seems kind of fun. So I think I get in that kind of stuff. Hopefully it's not too late in life. I'm getting better as I get older.
Your hand-eye coordination is going south at this point. You got to really work harder for the skills. I think.
Chopping, the dicing. I'm like, I lose patience with all of that. It's a pain.
Cooking, definitely a lifelong skill. That's a good one. And I don't know. It's unbelievable that cooking is something that like some people are just good at. Mm-hmm. Like some people are just good at basketball. Is she though? Yeah, I guess she is.
She's a cook.
She makes little drops of heaven. She's legit.
Yeah.
I would love to be able to make little drops of heaven for all my neighbors.
Yeah.
I would love that. It'd be fun.
Anyone can learn to cook. Not everyone can learn to dunk a basketball. Maybe there's some cooking equivalents to dunking a basketball. I'd love to hear those. But Brett, I digress. You are all the way in Fort Wayne. What did you late bloom in?
It's going to sound pitiful compared to learn how to cook, which I don't know how to do very well at all. But I was always really bad at geography. And then I decided I wanted to learn like all the countries and all the capitals and where they all are. Now I don't remember all of them anymore, but I literally when I was looking up countries, like actual countries, that was like, well, that's not a real country. I'd never heard of that. Like, and I was just like, for someone as educated as I am, I felt that's embarrassing. I didn't know that there was a country called Andorra or, San Marino and stuff like that. I definitely didn't know 80% of what's in Oceania, but it's something you should learn. I think Americans get a bad rap for their knowledge of geography, and I didn't want to be another statistic. So I learned a lot of that stuff, and I know Pappy's gotten really good at that stuff too. So,
how many people in San Marino, the country?
Not a lot. It's got to be top five, bottom 5%.
I love those like online games, like those like where it names the country. You got to click it, Brett. Like to your point,
yeah.
And I do pretty okay with like most of the big continents and stuff. But like, man, you're right. Like the South Pacific, Oceania, like. There's a lot of little islands down there. It's so hard. It's impossible.
The United Nations lists I think you have 194 countries, and then Sporkle is a website which is kind of where I learned a lot of it. They have 197, and I think that if I had to, I could name all 197 just off memory. So
I don't get it. So
I was proud of myself.
The Sporkle, it just has that many blanks, and you just have to type in the name correctly,
it's like there's 3 disputed countries: Kosovo, Palestine, and Taiwan. They add those on Sporkle.
No, I'm asking, how does a Sporkle quiz work?
Oh yeah, I mean, there's a bunch of different ways. There's matching. There's fill in the blank. There's
the one that got you to learn all of the United Nations.
I actually made flashcards. That's how I learned. But I would.
What were you? Wait, what was on the one side? You drew the country, or it was like the
no. I learned that just by looking at a blank map, and learning mnemonic devices that were ridiculous. I don't remember any of them, like the order of. But no, I just learned. I had a capital on one side and the country on the other side, and what continent it was in, which is tricky because Eurasia's got some that are considered both. Like Turkey's considered both.
We know
Russia, obviously.
We know women love soup. Do women love geography knowledge, Brett?
If my wife's any indication, no.
Whoa.
Yeah. I'm just kidding.
This is Josh from Goshen, sitting in Pappy's living room. It's me and Pappy today in person.
Yeah.
It's good to be at the table with you.
Thanks for bringing treat of the week.
We got a treat of the week. I got myself a Red Bull. You didn't think a Red Bull would sit too well with your stomach, so
wait for a Pappy. That
is fair.
I heard there's a new Red Bull that's really good like that.
What flavor?
Some new flavors.
But Brett, I'm sorry you're not going to be able to take part since you're in Fort Wayne. But I got these nerd gummy clusters. They're the rainbow flavored.
Stuff.
This is the episode of Friends called "The One with All the Candy," so I thought that would be fitting. So you might hear us crunch into that. We'll try to keep the mics down for it. But anyway, I was kind of a late bloomer in general. Like I just hit puberty late and just kind of grew late. I still have hopes that maybe facial hair will keep filling in over time as nearly a middle-aged man. Like maybe. But over COVID, in my 30s, learned the longboard.
Oh.
And the place where I work, the parking situation is like a place where a lot of people work. And it's college campus, so you gotta park about a quarter mile away. I longboard in like every single day.
Nice.
Except this week, because it's been shit. I almost slept on your stairs, man. That's the problem. There's a lot of ice on
I was
Poppy's.
going to warn you. But
Dude.
it's pretty dangerous.
There's a lot of ice in my driveway, too. It's been snowy here, Brett. I don't know if it's been like this with you, but it's like snowed on top of snow and kind of frozen, thawed out. And
it's probably not been as bad as you guys, but yeah, we got a little bit of that.
It just looks gross now, but there's still snow on the ground.
The roads are fine. My steps are treacherous. That's where.
Your steps are trench.
So sorry for not warning you.
Josh had a bad longboarding experience in Fort Wayne, and it really ruined his
What happened?
perspective.
What happened?
Man, Brett. Yeah, I was doing like a video story in Fort Wayne, and I was about to visit Brett. I had like 45 minutes. I think I was longboarding. I took my longboard to go to this gas station to practice longboarding.
There's a gas station right by that restaurant that
Best
you went
place
to.
to
The
take a
brewery.
longboard.
To practice, because I just bought it too.
Yeah.
Like, just bought it. Practice longboarding, and then also, I think, get a Red Bull. And I went over there, and we're not sponsored by Red Bull,
You're
by the way.
talking, speaking my language.
You can
That's
sponsor
enough
us
of
if you want.
But once I got it, I was leaving the gas station, and I was kind of like practicing just like S-ing.
Yeah.
And I started like S-ing like woo, 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 and it kicked
Got the
out.
wobbles.
It kicked out, and I kind of landed on my butt. It wasn't that big of a deal, but my board went out into the busy Fort Wayne street, and the second car that went by just crunched it.
Crunched it in half?
Not in half. More like it's a pretty long longboard.
Yeah.
It cut off like the top eighth,
Oh.
right below the wheels.
Ah.
And a couple of years later, me and a buddy actually mended it, and he has it at his like shop and rides it to this day a little bit.
That's cool.
Yeah, but anyway, I was pretty distraught then, Brett. Thanks for bringing that up. I guess.
Yeah, we did Fast and Furious, and he almost killed me with wings, and he bought me and wifey dinner. It was a good time.
Which Fast
He
and
had some
Furious?
sour beer. It's either 4 or 5.
The one that I couldn't like remember, and no one would believe me that I even watched it.
I think we watched it together, or we at least potted together. I don't remember.
Yeah, I was like, that was one movie we had watched together, and I was so glad you could vouch for me because people were calling me out on the pod. Like, you didn't even watch. Just like, no, all the Fast and Furiouses are the same. It's not my fault.
That sounds like 4 Fast and Furious, I think.
And one of them he gave a yes to. He gave a yes to 4 and then a no to 5, and you were mad, Pappy. You were like, 5 is objectively better than 4.
Yeah, it's bullshit.
Okay, Friends.
Sorry.
The one with all the candy. Brett, I want to pass this to you. You're the guy with the most Friends knowledge, and you picked this episode. Can you just put us in a time and place? We start off with like Ben riding a bike. He's learning to ride a bike. But can you tell us like more in general, like
What's going on?
yeah, like what's up
in
with
Friends
Ross
lore?
and Rachel? Just what's on the main headlines of Friends?
Thank you. Yeah.
Times Friends
So
world.
yeah, I felt a little bad for Pap. So Ross and Rachel are nothing right now. Rachel's obviously got a young hot boyfriend, Eddie Cahill, who I thought was going to be something, but he never really made it quite big. But she's dating. Yeah, she works at Bloomingdale's still. And
She's moved
got a
up
young-
in the world, though, right? It
Yes.
seems.
Well, yeah, she's like a junior buyer or something. Yeah, she's got a really nice job up there. Phoebe. I don't think she's even met Mike yet. Rachel. I'm sorry. Chandler and Monica are engaged. They get engaged in the season 6 finale.
Okay, but what's
So-
going on with Chandler's real life?
Oh, well, if you look at, there's a continuation between the end of season 6 and beginning of season 7. And if you watch, they're all in the same clothes because it happens. And Chandler's lost like 30 pounds. So
But they're all in the
It's
same
trust me.
clothes because it's like supposed to be one night or what?
Yeah, no, it's like literally right after. Yeah, and I'm guessing he was kind of back into his
Well, I hate to
drugs
laugh,
because
but
he was
Here?
because he was like thin in the middle seasons, and then he gained some weight, then he got thin again. So yeah, it just kind of went back and forth. I mean, obviously we know now. We knew a little bit back then too, because I think he crashed his car and because he was on drugs and whatever. So
But is he living with Monica?
yes, because in the next episode, Rachel is living with Joey, and they're trying to get Rachel to move back in with Phoebe.
Don't get ahead of me.
So-
now. Hold on. One step at a time.
Yeah, so Rachel lives with Joey across the hall, and Chandler and Monica live together.
Ross is still just holding the job down at the museum.
Yeah, is Ross romantically involved?
I don't think so. He might have been with. No, he hasn't even met Mona yet. So no, I think he's single.
And he doesn't like Rachel at this point. They don't like each other.
No, they're not together. I mean, they're friends, obviously, but yeah, no, they're not together.
Okay,
No,
I think
that's
that's
all.
fair.
Yeah,
That-
okay. Yeah.
You feel updated, Pat?
Sure, we can go from here. Yeah.
Okay, well, yeah, like I said, like Ben is riding a bike. It's the first time he's ridden a bike. It's a beautiful moment, a father and son. And the friends are all looking on and talking about their first times riding a bike. And Phoebe has to admit that she never got that chance. So, Pappy, let's just dive into this plot. It's mostly
Sure.
involving Ross and Phoebe. Like, how do you want to dive in? What did you think was interesting about it?
Well, even from this opening scene, Phoebe's pretty pathetic, dude. This is like a sad story with Phoebe when she's like she doesn't have a bike, which is like I like these bits usually when Phoebe's getting dark about her childhood. I don't know. It makes me laugh, but
It's pretty funny that she got the box and he dragged her along. That's pretty funny.
oh, that's not fair. Oh no,
I dragged him around too.
yeah, that's good. You want me to go through this whole plot of Phoebe
Yeah, and let's
first?
just have a conversation around this plot first, I think.
I think this is too general, but this episode is like pretty disjointed. I think a little bit. Brett, would you agree? Like, I mean, like maybe not disjointed, but there's like a lot of different plots.
Well, two storylines have but they also have hardly any crossover.
Yeah,
Like they're not even in a coffee shop together ever. It's just kind of, yeah. But go ahead and explain
well,
yourself.
it's like the bike thing doesn't even really fit with the rest of the stories because it's kind of like it's December in New York too. Like it's a weird time
That's
to learn
true.
how to ride a bike.
And literally everyone's out at the park.
Yeah, like the making of the cookies and that kind of makes sense. And I don't know,
Huh.
but
I never even thought about that. Yeah,
but
that's
I like
a good point.
I like the story quite a bit. Out of pure platonic love, and I must say, drip of the episode by far goes to Phoebe here in this scene.
To Phoebe?
Definitely to Phoebe.
I'm shocked you said to Phoebe because you usually say Ross. But yes, Phoebe is very distracting in this scene, don't you think? She's wearing like Brett, she's wearing like that lavender shirt and
I always name
seemingly
a drip of
nothing
the
else.
episode. She wins this one for sure.
Well, that's funny because I literally at the end of the episode said, man, Ross is so handsome in this episode. And Brittany's like, he's never handsome.
This is
So-
like an incredibly sweet thing to do.
Oh, yeah. It's a really good moment between them.
He buys her a bike. And basically the exact same bike that she had described, right? Like from her childhood. So yeah, how far do you want me to go? I mean,
I just feel like this is a good point in time where Ross realizes his like white male privilege, basically.
Good.
Dude, actually, honestly, maybe not white male, but just his privilege as like an affluent person. Of course, everyone has a first bike experience, right? And he's like kind of shocked when she doesn't. And he's the one friend
also
that
grew up in the
actually
suburbs.
he's the one friend that actually like takes action on that. I think that's kind of cool.
it's such a nice thing to do that I feel like the episode has a line for people like me where it's like Phoebe's explicitly saying, you know, I don't love you. Like, this is a platonic gift. You know what I mean? It's almost like a romantic gesture to do something like this for someone. It's so nice. But it turns out, Josh.
But Brett, as you fill us in on the, wait, it turns out what?
Phoebe can't ride a bike.
Oh, she can't ride a bike, but I think in Friends lore, Ross does have the most opportunity to make a gift like this. He's like the richest one.
Rachel's doing pretty well. But yeah, Ross is like good with his money, and dude, I don't know. Chandler.
That's fair with Chandler.
Not Chandler, not at this point, because he's unemployed at this point. I should have said that.
Oh, that's a big one. Yeah, there's that joke when the guy's at the door and he's like, some people have to work.
He doesn't know.
Yeah. Or something.
Why is he unemployed?
What did he even ever do?
I think he fell asleep during a board meeting, and then when he woke up, they're like, "So, you in agreement, Chandler?" And he's like, "Yes." And his boss is like, "Okay, so you will head our Tulsa office." So he moves to Tulsa. But I could be off on the dates on that one, but
it's all good, Brad. As Pappy said, Phoebe loves it, like you said, super sweet moment. She loves the gift idea, but then all the other friends just admit that like they've had sightings of Phoebe just walking the bike around the streets. She's not riding it anywhere. She's just pushing it along, loving it, but just pushing it along.
Great trip again here by Phoebe with the dragon jacket and the pink helmet, but not riding her bike anywhere, just pushing it along.
But again,
I gotta interject. I'm way off with my timeline on Tulsa, so I don't know if he's unemployed or not.
He is. He definitely doesn't have a job.
He definitely says that.
Yeah, or it's Saturday.
Sorry, Josh. I just had to. I didn't want to be the Friends guy who biffed really bad.
You're the Friends buff. You're a buff.
You're not a biff, Brett.
You're not a biff. You're a buff. So Phoebe can't ride a bike, and again, any of the friends could have stepped up here, especially Joey. Chandler doesn't have a job, but it's Ross.
Yeah.
Even with the job, he's like, no, I'm going to step up and be the one to force her to actually learn it, to get the full capacity out of the bike. Maybe this is a bit of an overstep as a friend, but
no,
it leads to some good content, at least. What happens from here?
Well, first of all, when Phoebe has a drip of the episode, like the friends are all like confronting her in the street, be like, Phoebe, you don't know how to ride a bike, dude. It's a little harsh. Like they could have eased into it. But Ross is teaching Phoebe how to ride a bike. And I love this logic because it's like what I've always had in my head of like why I need to learn to drive manual stick shift. It's like, what if there's an emergency? Like what if there's like a volcano erupts and the only way to escape the lava is riding a bike?
It seemed like Ross could have been like, you will love riding a bike. It's a free, easy, cheap way to transport yourself.
She seems like a free spirit bike rider that she would like doing that.
Yeah, you're going fast. Biking around New York City would be amazing.
Probably pretty fun.
Especially if you know the neighborhoods.
Brett, do you remember when you learned? Do you know? I guess I don't want to assume.
I can't ride a bike anymore. No,
But do you remember when you learned?
Oh yeah, we were on our bikes. I mean, I grew up in the '90s. We rode our bikes everywhere. We were out. I mean, yeah, we did everything on our bikes. So
see, because I feel like we need to beep this out. Let me know. But Brett's mom was my PE teacher, and so I feel like she would be really good at teaching how to ride a bike. Like she teaches kids to do athletic shit for a living, the body for a living. You know, like
for me and my like old binder of pictures my parents used to have, it was my first biking experience, and apparently I was riding and I took a straight right into our yard, and we just had one single tree, and I just drove straight into it.
The one thing. Did your parents do the let go, Brett method? Do you remember?
Oh yeah, I think so. I actually remember my dad holding on. So yeah, I remember that. I loved riding my bike, but I haven't been on in so long. I don't even remember. I tried to ride my bike in college, and as you know, Bloomington is like 95% hills, and it was terrifying. So yeah, I haven't ridden bikes since 2002 probably.
I remember when I was learning how to ride a bike, I was on the backside of Pinecrest, It was like I was by myself, like for one of the first times. And I just fucking nailed a mailbox with my helmet. And I fucking...
Good thing you had the helmet.
Yeah, dented
Dang.
the shit out of it and just rode away. I didn't say...
Dude, falling on your bike sucks so bad.
Scary. Yeah. And like, no wonder. So Phoebe is like devastated by this, by Ross letting go.
Well, do you want to explain that? Spell that out? What do you mean? Because it's kind of a plot point. He lets go, but that was like a faux pas.
Yeah, well, yeah. I mean,
She made him promise
that he wouldn't do that. And he did it anyway because he thought it would be the good way to learn.
Oh, hello, liar.
It's kind of like the end of Titanic. I'll never let go. And then let go. But then Leo comes back and he's like, yo, why did you let go?
There's also just like this element of like these two grown ass adults are making a spectacle of themselves, like screaming about letting go and learning how to ride.
And everyone's staring at Ross like he's a bad person.
Yeah.
Well, at the top of the pod, we played you a little clip from this plot, and we have like kind of the continuation, and I think we're here in the episode.
Can we please try it again? Huh? I mean, you were so close, Phoebe.
Well, I would love to, but the bike got stolen and the police have no suspects.
Phoebe.
What? What the hell?
That's a funny part.
It's so good. I love that.
Yeah. The bike is just shakily hidden beneath a sheet. Mm-hmm. And she says it's stolen, and Ross is literally touching it with his hands when she says that.
Listen, I don't want to jump the gun, but coming into this cold, there's some of these storylines I like more than others. I think I like this one because it has heart, and it's not like about banging your secretary. Like, it's like kind of like, I don't know. It's just a sweet friendship. And he's like, Ross knows exactly what to say to Phoebe to convince her to ride the bike. But that shot is so funny when it pulls back and the bike's in the room.
Yeah, take us all the way to the end. I think we're at the end of this plot. So
yeah, we played the clip at the beginning. The bike's spirit's going to die.
Yeah, and Phoebe agrees. She's going to give him one last chance. So what happens when they're out there?
This is at the very end of the episode, right? This is like in the credits sequence where, and it's a beautiful moment too, because like I said, this is my favorite plot. I'm like, dang, they kind of abandoned that. And then in the credit sequence, it's like, oh, I did teach her how to ride a bike, and you see them in the park, and it pans down to she has training wheels on, which, you know what? Good for Phoebe. If it works, it works. Pretty sweet, right, Brett?
Yeah, oh yeah, definitely. And then it's like a little thing with the what are those called? Training wheels. So it's a nice little camera, fake action.
My favorite plot of the episode.
Oh, really?
Yeah, the Phoebe one.
Full stop, like full disclosure, and I can bet you it's the reason why the two super fans picked it. I love the Candy story. Like that's like what makes me laugh. But this storyline is really good. It's probably the best storyline. Like you said, it's got heart. I always felt like Ross and Phoebe were one of like, they never have like a ton of storylines together. So it's nice to see that. But I'm okay with you thinking that's the best storyline. It's a good one, a really good one.
The other one you mentioned, I wanted to get to last, Brett. But before we do, yeah. Rachel, she's got this bob cut this season, apparently.
Yeah, I don't love it. Don't love it.
Interesting.
And I don't know. Just take us into her plot.
Yeah, so this of the three, this is obviously my least favorite storyline. And I go on record, and my wife said I was crazy, but to me, this season, Monica, prettier than Rachel.
Whoa, shots fired.
I know, it's crazy. I know. So a few episodes back, Rachel fell into a problem that a lot of people have. Usually in movies and TV, it's men who have it, but she hired a guy who was underqualified and not very smart. His name's Tag, and over someone who actually hired that person. And then when he came to apologize and thank her, she's like, "Oh no, you got the job." But they started dating, and they're obviously got to keep it secret because she's his boss, and that's a no-no. Even back then, it was a no-no. So they're just kind of fooling around in secret, and she makes a thing about, oh, it's time for a review. So she does a fake review. It's very sexual. She does a little drawing. which you have to look at upside down, apparently.
What do you think it was specifically, Brett, if you had to guess? I'm going to guess there's some super bad action.
Maybe fellatio? I don't know. That'd probably be the easiest thing to draw.
Probably like one of those, like the tanks that are dicks, you know, from Superbad.
Yeah.
Like one of
Extra veiny. Yeah.
This shit's crazy that she's just banging her secretary. Like, I almost don't want to breeze over that. That's like a nuts plot point for the hero.
All of the discussions in this episode with her and Tag are in the office.
Yeah.
And it's the full spectrum of flirty, making out, almost having sex, working, talking about reviews. They're like on floor 8 of this office building.
The big boss is popping in and out.
Yeah, Mr. Zellner.
Yeah.
Yeah.
They're getting off on the thrill of the secrecy, though. They were saying like, oh, that was close. Did you see that? They didn't know.
I love her office. I'd love to have that office so much. But my office has been my chair at home for 13 and a half months.
I know it's a show, but to to destroy your desk in a nice office like that, though, Brett, just to fake have sex is crazy. Like, what's the point?
Yeah.
That's why.
It's like you said, it's like the thrill. Like, she's always wanted to do that. So he since he's not very smart, he actually turns that evaluation in, and then they spend the rest of the time trying to figure out how to get it back. But of course, Mr. Zellner figures it out.
Well,
Josh, you want me to keep going? Or?
Well, yeah, before you get too far, I just wanted to say, in one of the rare moments where all the friends are together, like you said, there's not much connecting tissue here.
No.
But there is a place where Rachel is kind of like setting up her relationship with this Tag, and the guys are kind of reacting a little bit.
I have great friends. I have a wonderful job.
Where you can make out with your assistant.
Come on, it's not a big deal. We stayed up all night coming up with a plan so that us dating will not be a problem.
Oh, yeah, what's the plan?
We are not going to let it be a problem.
Wow, it took you all night to come up with that plan?
Oh, well, you know, we did other stuff too.
Wow! What could they have done? Oh my god!
But not sex.
Yeah, apparently they did not go all the way. But
I actually do love Joey in there.
some real good Tim Allen noises there. Brett, we can really speed through this plot. I think I'm kind of glad we all agree. And before you take it back, I will just say this. I agree with you. Monica in this episode, far more attractive than Jennifer Aniston. Yeah. And I think half of that is because like how creepy Jennifer Aniston is coming across. She's like so forward and like just a little gross. I don't know. It's not.
I don't know if I'd use the word gross, but I know what you mean.
I think the things she's doing at work are gross.
It's against the rules for a reason at work, you know, and they're lying about it to the HR. And
maybe it's just frowned upon. My friends OGs know what that's from. I mean, it's not just frowned upon. That's
Seinfeld, right? George Seinfeld? No?
Well, no, maybe. It's Ross dates a student and he thinks it's not illegal. It's just frowned upon, and then he finds out it is against the rules. So.
Well, George has sex with his secretary on like the desk, and the bosses find out about it, and he's like, "Oh, is that against the rules? Is that frowned upon?"
Okay. You guys are onto something. This is a very Friends thing, though, to like date someone you're like not supposed to be dating, like right?
Yeah.
Like, isn't there like the whole like they did a teenager at one point? Like,
yeah, I am a senior. Oh, I'm a senior.
Yeah,
in high school.
She dates Tom Selleck,
or they did yes,
and him, yeah,
or it's someone that like doesn't fit into the friends group,
yeah,
for some sort of reason. I agree.
Even just like in between each other, it's like the taboo of like, you know, that. This is just one of those things. I love the boss part though with the limerick. I think that's so funny.
What do you mean?
Oh yeah, dude, that's definitely the funniest part of this storyline. I do enjoy what does he say? What kind of limerick?
Spicy?
Naughty limerick. And he
Hmm.
goes, unless you do have a limerick. Yeah, that's
Unless
funny.
you do have a limerick
Mr.
right now.
Zellner's usually really awkward.
Yeah.
But, he's pretty funny.
Yeah. He just lets them go.
Yeah, how do they get out of it, Pap?
What's his fucker? Tag?
Tag. Of course, with your fake Minnesota accent, you're like,
I don't have a
tag.
Tag. Put the tag in the bag. He takes a bullet, which is probably, again, why this power dynamic's not great, where he's in a position where he immediately lies, and it's a baller move on his part at the end of the day, because they get away with it.
I don't know. Brett, I don't know if we're going to continue down this path, but in the spirit of spoilers, just what ends up happening with Tag, do you know?
Yeah.
This job situation, it's got to implode at some point, right?
Right.
Well, actually, they do get decently serious, but when Rachel turns 30, they go and they talk, and she realizes that he's just too young, and that they break up, and they break up amicably.
If she's 30, how old is he supposed to be?
I think he's like 25 during.
That's not.
He's
a
like
big
5 years
deal.
older than him.
30 and 25?
No, it's not. But
they seem way farther apart than that just by looks, I don't know.
yeah, well, I think Jennifer Aniston's probably a little older than 30 when she says she's 30, but that's what happens. They have
And she's kind of playing this like weird older woman cougar role, which kind of like extends her age, presumably.
Bob
more
Cut
so.
plays into that, I feel like, a little bit.
Bob cut?
Yeah.
It's a lot. Hair goes a long way, doesn't it? Honestly,
I don't like it.
Monica is gorgeous in this episode.
Yeah,
I'm not going to lie.
I think so too.
Just came up on the screen again, covered in chalk.
Yeah. Let's get there. Is that fair? I don't think there's much more meat to that Rachel Tag bone.
Not really. Tag bone.
That Tag bone.
No, it's Tag Jones.
Do they tag
That's his
bone
name.
later?
Oh, yeah.
I think they've already had when she said they hadn't, to be honest.
They
The
break
way
up.
she's
This
going
is
about it.
This is 7/9, and they break up at 7/14. So about 5 episodes from now.
Well, in honor of our boy Chandler, the whole reason we even started doing Friends episodes, let's do this last storyline. It's Chandler and Monica. Chandler is just basically the unemployed backup, but he's still there the whole time. So I do like him in the secondary role. But Pappy, what's this whole idea that Monica has to become a more friendly neighbor?
I've lived in apartments, lived in many an apartment building. I never knew my fucking neighbors at all, and I liked it that way. There was maybe one or two you'd see like on the balcony or something, and you like would know their name passingly,
Like from across?
from like above or below or like next to. Like I remember one time the power went out, and me and this old guy were out there just monitoring the situation together, like arms folded, looking across the complex. Yeah, trying to fix it. But so Monica, in her typical overachiever fashion, wants to bridge the gap. And Brett, what's the line that like Joey has? Because it's like one of my favorite Joey lines. Joey doesn't get a lot of funny lines in this episode, but he's like,
No, but he
naming the
steals. I
neighbors.
think he steals the episode.
Yeah. Well, it's like don't call him Rusty or something like that, or smokes a lot lady, I think.
Smokes a lot lady says, yeah. But yeah, I don't remember exactly what that is.
Anyway, long story short, Josh, she's gonna bake candies, chocolates to like set out for the neighbors.
Clarify what you mean, because I think you just hit on a key point that took me a long time to figure out. She's going to make candies. Well, they're chocolates. Well, they're like something you bake. What is she making?
I have no idea.
What the hell is this?
Something that's going to attract flies.
It is chocolate, and it has some sort of frosting on it.
This is New York. She's leaving out like pastries in the hallway. There's going to be rats all over that place like in no time. I don't know. But how is this even going to like help you meet your neighbors? If it's like when you leave the candy bowl out for the trick-or-treaters,
Yeah,
you
I
don't
don't
get
know.
to see them. So one kid just takes them all. Like, I thought it was going to be Joey the whole time. But
Well, he tried. He was
Well,
going
kind
to.
of. The thing is it was Joey, but it was also like 20 other people.
I take that back. Joey actually has a lot of funny things in this plot line now that I'm remembering it. But
Take us into a little bit of the neighbor's reaction then, Brett, because like if you are watching this for the first time, my prediction was it was going to be like, yeah, Joey takes it, or animals get it, or people are going to say the candy's gross. But what actually happens here?
Yeah, so the people go nuts for it. It's like apartment crack. Like one guy actually comes and knocks at 4:00 in the morning because he wants candy, and there's just like a mob. They start showing up.
Brett.
Some lady comes from out of town. What?
Do you know what time it is?
It's candy time. My roommate says that they taste like little drops of heaven.
Oh, please. Did you hear that? Little drops of heaven.
4 a.m.
I love it's candy time.
I had Pappy pull that because it was a particularly unhinged guess. But yeah, Brett, continue. Like, more people keep coming and coming, right?
Yeah, and they all get just completely goofed out on this candy. I mean, and even Joey. Joey's literally a ringleader at one point. He's got a line that I wrote down. One guy who's like the funniest guy, and it's like the thing that the two Jordan and Drew like love is bring out the candy, and he goes, "Yeah, lady, give us candy."
I think that's
but like the nerdy white guy is the funniest guy. Like, do you even know her name? Candy lady? There's let's see, guy with a mustache, smokes a lot lady, some kids I've seen, and a red-haired guy who does not like to be called Rusty.
Some kids I've seen.
So who are your neighbors? There's some kids I've seen. So funny. The lady who's known for having sex downstairs or whatever.
That's a good part too.
I love her performance, Brett, because she's got like fiendin vibes. Like there's kind of like this like drug dealer dynamic to like what's going on.
And she uses like flattery, like,
yeah.
Oh, I told everyone about your candy.
Mm-hmm. It works on Phoebe. Or sorry, Monica.
She says, yes, please, just give it to me. And they go, yeah, that's her. So yeah, that's like the part again that we laugh about the most is like, and none of you even know her name. Candy lady? Also, a kind of a callback, I don't know what you call that. A common side theme is Chandler is a smokeaholic.
Oh, that was a funny bit.
He smoked in real life, but he always sneaking smokes when he can. So he just freaking loves it so much.
That was actually I figured we'd talk the crap out of this plot line because I love it. But my one note I put was this huge drag that Chandler secretly takes on this. And then he lies. Kind of totally.
Yeah. He's made up a lot of excuses for, like when he was working in Tulsa, he used to smoke all the time, and he'd come home and she'd be like, "Are you smoking?"
Is that a building thing that goes somewhere, or is that just a running joke?
He smokes early in the season, early in the show, and he comes back now and then. Like one time, he listens to tapes, like hypnosis tapes when he's sleeping, to try to stop smoking. It's just like he smoked in real life. It was just kind of a storyline.
Didn't we watch that like chick flick movie where it was like with Bradley Cooper and Scarlett Johansson and like he's cheating on?
Yeah, he's just not that into you, which is my jam.
And the whole thing is like he's like that's the linchpin of the relationship is he's hiding
he's not
smoking.
cheating on her. Yeah, but yet the smoking. Yeah.
Well, he did end up cheating on her too, but
it was
but she said she could forgive him for the cheating, but not the smoking.
Yeah, specifically. I don't know, Chandler. Like maybe shouldn't be.
Well, the thing that's funny to me is they show him take the cigarette butt out of lady who smokes a lot from the apartment complex. He takes this just huge single drag, doesn't cough at all, and hands it back to her and is like, you've done more than you know, or something like that. And then later when Monica asks him about it, he's like, oh, that lady blew smoke in my mouth.
Yeah.
Yeah, but he also knows that she's not probably going to believe that.
But it's weird because how can he explain that he didn't smoke a whole cigarette? He just took one desperate drag in a desperate situation. Because at that point, the whole mob is flooding the floor.
Yeah.
It's a pretty unrealistic situation, but it is hilarious. This is kind of
crazy looking Joey's eye when he's part of the mob.
Joey's cutting this edge between like trying to be Chandler's friend and like, actually, I'm going to get fucking candy no matter what happens with the situation.
He goes, hey, if we know it, can we have candy?
Everyone's milling about. Monica's like 15 minutes away from getting a new batch. Everyone's pissed about that because there's so many people even waiting. And just a side note, earlier in the episode, Chandler, when that 4 a.m. guy comes to the door, he's like very beta and like won't go to the door first because he's like scared it might be an intruder, and he's like making Monica go first.
And he's kind of salty with the guy. Like it's always kind of a weird.
Well, the guy is into Monica right away.
Yeah, but regardless, here later in the episode, he kind of has a redeeming moment because Chandler sees that this mob is like BS and just taking advantage of her. So he gives that speech that Brett was talking about earlier. None of you even know her name. She's doing everything she can. Nothing will suffice for you. You've ruined it. Get out. And so he's like playing the hero. Even though he's unemployed, he can still do good things.
By the way, I did a little digging, and I saw a Reddit thread. And it says, why doesn't Chandler have a job in season 7? And it's literally this episode. He said, I don't remember him losing his job other than the Tulsa. And everyone on the bottom pretty much said, I think it's that he doesn't have to go into the office that early. So I think he is working. That's just a really weird comment to make.
That's confusing. Yeah.
It is.
I was like, oh, he was fired or something. Something happened. Weird.
But I don't believe he is. I think he still has this really nice job that he hates, but he gets paid a bunch of money to do. So, sorry, Josh. I didn't want to leave it on that, so.
Well, we can't leave it yet because what's so funny, while Chandler is saving the day in the mob, the zombies for candy, the crack people are being finally like exited out. Some of Joey's actions here are just classic. He like he does a beeline in past them and just starts slamming some of the like not finished chocolates.
Yeah.
I don't know. That's
plus a note.
Does he knock over one of the like people in the mob too at one point? Just like totally bulldozes her?
Probably the white guy, the candy lady guy. But then he also slipped a threatening note under the door because he just wanted candy so bad.
He's like, yeah, sorry about that.
Mob mentality.
And I love the fact that Pappy, first time Friends viewer, just assumed going into this episode if someone was going to be cramming candy, it would be Joey.
Oh yeah, definitely.
And the Friends like writers know this, so they hold true to that. Joey's part of the problem, but then there's 25 other cockroach Joeys from throughout the apartments that are like getting in on this. I think that's like just another, I don't know, strong writing here. Friends season 7.
Is that the scene you thought he stole, Brett? This one, or what scene were you?
I just think, yeah, I just think he's really funny. He's in the mob, just going crazy, even though he's friends, but he's just completely been done in by the candy and how much he loves it.
Yeah.
Episode directed by David Schwimmer, by the way.
Whoa, interesting. Did he get paid more for doing that?
I don't know, dude. They made so much freaking money anyway. But he directed, I would say, a decent amount of the episodes, especially towards the end. He's a pretty good director.
I mean, even, you think about the shot with the bike and the visual gag with the training wheels. Like, this is a pretty funny camera. Like, Some of the jokes are just the camera movement. So, yeah. Pretty good.
Well, what final thoughts do you guys have?
There's one shot where I don't even remember why they go into Joey's apartment, but they're interrupting Phoebe giving him a bowl cut with like a bowl on his head.
Yeah. Well, oh, because she thought that all the candy was gone. So she's like, everyone took it. And they're like, are you sure it wasn't just Joey? And then they went in there. She was like, did you eat all the candy?
And he's like, well, kinda, but there's only a couple pieces left.
He's like, well, I was gonna, but by the time I got there was only a few pieces left. But I don't have any final thoughts. I think we talked through it all. I made like a really small note.
No Brett Death Corner?
Oh, Night Gare. That's a good. The guy who knocks at 4 o'clock in the morning. Chandler goes, Night Gare. After he says, ooh, I think I would have remembered you. Sorry about that accent.
To be fair,
yeah, sorry, not
Chandler was really acting like a roommate right there for a little bit. I was kind of glad he said something.
Yeah.
He needed to say something snarky at that point.
There's also, I guess, a final thought. Is that bottle of Hennessy always there in their kitchen?
Usually that stuff's all there. It's Hennessy. It's not cooking oil.
Definitely Hennessy. I'm looking at it right now.
I'll take your word for it.
An open bottle of Hennessy. Whose is that? Would you get? Which friend has a bottle of
It didn't even look open, to be honest. But it's interesting. They also have Advil on the microwave.
Well,
so kind of go hand in hand.
Exactly. Yeah, yin and yang. Circle of life.
Any other thoughts? Did you want to? I felt like earlier, Brett, you wanted to say something about Tags, whoever plays him in real life and their career.
Eddie Cahill?
Yeah.
No, I just said I thought he was gonna, he was kind of pushed there. He was in Miracle.
Oh,
but I don't think he ever really, the goalie.
Yeah. Yep.
I don't think he ever just kind of made it as big as, like, I think he was kind of on an upward trajectory, but I could be wrong, though. I could be wrong.
All right, guys. Friend spoilers. Christmas present to our listeners.
Yeah.
It's a possibility we could do this next week, too.
That would be fun.
Yeah.
We could just keep it going.
And maybe we
the
could
next
do...
one, go ahead.
Yeah, no, Brett, what were we going to say?
Well, the next episode's the actual Christmas episode.
Interesting.
It's got, like, a holiday armadillo. It's a pretty famous Ross character. The holiday armadillo. But
it's kind of my
never
preference, Pap. Closing out the year, couple Friends episodes.
I'm down. That's fine.
We can talk about it later.
Yeah.
Either way, when we do Friends, we give a yes or no, just like with any spoiler.
Mm-hmm.
But additionally, for Friends, we also give a letter grade. Let's do that original West to East order. So, Pap, that's you, bud.
I thought it was East to West, but I guess that would be
whatever, dude. You're first, then Brett, then me.
It's a yes.
Game first, you're last.
It's a yes. I think 2/3 of these plot lines are really, really. Yeah. One's funny and one's really endearing, and I think those go well together and make for a good sitcom. It's almost got this problem that I was like actively thinking of that reminded me of, speaking of Fast and Furious, like in the later ones where Dwayne Johnson and Vin Diesel had to have the same amount of punches. This episode like felt like it was trying to give the friends all the exact same amount of screen time. And I feel like that did not bode well for the episode, especially when you have such a funny, ridiculous plot like the candy stuff. So it doesn't like mesh well.
Yeah, some of the neighbors should have been shown more than the friends, to be honest. Give them more screen time. What's going on with them?
And even like I said, like even like half of it being like a Christmas candy episode and half of it being like learning to ride a bike episode. Like, there's something weird, like this doesn't quite mesh well there, but some pretty like funny laugh out loud moments that I had. So I'll say B+. I don't remember like what I gave the other ones, but B+.
Yeah, I know, it's been a while.
Yeah. Could he use more Joey? I always say the same thing.
Yeah, but again, I think that's why I think his parts were really funny though, because he wasn't in there that much, and he wasn't a focal point. Like he did do. We didn't talk about his drawing that he did. He said, "Did it look a little bit like this?"
And listen, I'm not just like ragging on the Rachel Tag plot line because it's like, whoa, what a weird power dynamic. But it's also like I just didn't laugh many times.
No, it's and yeah, I don't like the tushy. Again,
Yeah.
when Mr. Zellner is the funniest part of your storyline, it's weird.
The extended bit of like Rachel reading out or like recalling exactly what she had put in the review, I don't know, just didn't make me laugh. And it was a pretty long bit that struck out for me. So that's where it goes down to B+. But still, good episode. Good choice, Brett. I enjoyed it.
Thanks.
All right, Brett.
I'll give it a B+ again. I love the candy lady part, and yeah, the it's really endearing, the riding a bike, and Ross just kind of shows that he's a good guy. My wife thought he was being very manipulative at the end to Phoebe. Of course, she just doesn't like Ross, so but
Manipulating her to what?
Yeah.
get back on the bike,
Well,
making her feel bad. But
Well, it's for her own good.
Toy Story.
that's what I said.
It's not like he's manipulating her to make out with him or something.
She just doesn't like Ross. So, but yeah, funny stuff. Again, some of my friends and I would still say "Candy Lady." So it's got some good stuff in it.
What religion
Merry
is
Christmas
Phoebe?
I was trying to go for.
Rastafarian.
I don't think she's that religious. She grew up on the streets, so.
She believes the bike has a soul.
That's kind of why I'm asking,
And
Brett. I thought you might know.
She thought her grandma was in a dead cat. Was it her dead grandma was in a cat?
I don't know.
She's just like, I think she's spiritual. Eastern religions. She's a masseuse.
All religions true.
So yeah, it's a yes, and I give it a B+.
Is that like... I hate to use this as like a slur, but
Romani?
quote, like, yeah, like gypsy-ish or something.
Yeah, Romani. Sure.
Is that like the closest parallel we have?
I don't know if she's like
Close.
with the tramps and thieves all the way.
Gypsy stripes and thieves.
There's something spiritual happening between whatever Phoebe is and the Jew and Ross.
Yeah.
It's nice to see old.
Honestly, I know. Sorry, you gave your rating, right, Brett?
No, he's still in the middle of it. This is on the side.
I did. No, I gave it.
Okay.
I gave it. I said B+ and a yes.
I think in a parallel universe, a Ross Phoebe romance that was its own thing. That's kind of a fun dynamic. The buttoned up archaeologist and the woo woo
Makes sense.
blonde chick.
That's what I'm
Funny
saying.
that you mentioned that,
Yeah, it's kind
because
of
there is a flashback. There's a flashback where they both make out on a bar, and they're about to do it. And
Whoa.
after Ross gets finds out his wife's a lesbian, yeah, and they end up laughing about it because it's like, this is just silly.
Because
Why?
it made too much sense.
Right.
They can't be that happy.
Yeah, Central Perk used to be a bar, and they're complaining about how it's going to become a coffee shop and how lame that is.
Dude, Brett, think about a fanfic of Friends where it's the exact same of Friends, except like Phoebe and Ross just live together and are obviously married and like fucking in love with each other. That would
That would be
rock,
weird.
actually. No, that'd be sick. She would be able to do more hijinks. She
Phoebe with like an Amex with a really high limit, just going crazy.
Relaxi taxi.
Yeah, just
talking Ross into weird stuff. I don't know. I like that match.
what was
really
that
do.
90s store, Brett, in the mall that was all woo woo, like Earth something something or Whole Earth?
Ooh.
It's like she's like spending like $2,000 on like rain sticks and like Yanni CDs and like
Yeah, what is that?
he's just pissed about it. Phoebe.
Okay, Josh from Goshen here. I feel like I'm kind of shooting my own foot because I actually do love Ross and Rachel, of course. But I think the main point of my yes or no and rating is that like Rachel just comes across to me so unattractive in this episode. I'm not even joking. So like
Get her.
it literally led me to like standing Ross with Phoebe hardcore a few minutes ago. Like, yeah, that makes so much sense. Like, screw Rachel. But I feel like it's just kind of a down moment for Rachel. She's like, in my headcanon, she's just kind of like floundering single because she knows she should be with Ross, but she's not. So she's dealing with it in her own ways. I don't know. That's kind of dumb. She's just so bothersome. We've beaten it with a hammer at this point. It's fine. It's whatever. I'm going to give this episode a pretty harsh rating. I'm going to say like a C-.
Whoa.
This has been my least favorite
Record
Friends
scratch.
episode we've seen so far for this pod.
Yeah.
I don't know. There is like a
We've seen some
Seinfeld.
bangers though, so it's not
Yes,
bad.
yes.
It's not- I'm with you.
But
That's okay.
there's the Seinfeld aspect of it, but it doesn't have the Seinfeld cohesiveness that ties those together. There's the outdoor scenery in Friends here that never works, but it's like extended. It's like
Yeah.
it's inside, but it's outside. It looks like Sesame Street.
It looks like fall. There's green trees and
It's
bushes.
not.
It's supposed to be Christmas. Like, what's going on?
It's so weird.
Yeah.
It's just kind of a misplaced time, a misplaced ep, but maybe that all comes back to me expecting this to be more of a Christmas episode.
Well, it's always next week.
But there's always next week if we go down that route. No promises.
We did get a comment on the last Friends. I think it was from
What'd it say?
Austin. I'll double check, but it was like love spoilers friends.
Yes, he did say that.
Yeah. So people have spoken. They want more.
Yeah, the people have spoken. That is still a soft yes for me, by the way, even though it's the C- rating. Brett,
Yeah.
are you available to possibly do the next episode next week? Maybe
That's possible. It's possible. Yeah, I mean, I would.
on retainer. I don't even know my own schedule.
Yeah.
What do you think, Pappy? Soft
Probably. Yeah.
soft schedule.
Yeah. These Friends are fun because we can get them out right away, right before Christmas.
Yeah.
So kind of like it.
Thanks for joining us, Brett. Before we take off, let's do a quick trivia. I got one prepared.
All right. While you're doing that, Pat, were you talking about the Nature Company or Earthbound Trading Company or
No, I do.
I
It
think
is
Nature
prepared.
Company. I think Nature Company was the one.
literally the top says
Did it have
go
brain
into the
sticks?
Nature Company, go into the Nature Company store at the mall and playing with the rain sticks.
Yep. Yes, dude. Yes. Yes. That's the
Someone
one.
says they're like playing Enya and like there's rain sounds.
Yes. Yeah. They had
All right,
that
go,
like
Josh.
they had like remember that tube? It'd be like a tube of water and different I don't know, liquids. No, the different liquids, and depending on the temperature, one would like rise to the top, and that would be the temperature of.
Wow. No, I don't.
No, I know.
Well, I'll post a picture of the Instagram out of context.
You probably won't. Batting average on that is real low.
Awesome store, Nature Company. We got to bring it back.
Fair enough. Okay, guys. Brett, I love the asides. I just wanted to make it clearly known that I did have a trivia prepared already.
Yeah. Sorry. I wanted to get that out. I was looking right at it and I thought it'd be funny.
Before these nerd ropes, clusters, Halloween snack size boxes, a bunch of other bullshit projects. Do you remember the original Nerds box?
Does a man have to fight all his life? Only in death to take flight to the skies. Warmongers fight to take my throne.
Yeah. I'm a nerdaholic.
At the top of it, you open the left, you open the right. One might have like dark purple, the other one has like a pink flavor.
Yep. Pink lemonade.
Yeah, what are some of the other flavors? More fully
Cherry,
describe
pink
it.
lemonade.
And describe the nerds. Who has, maybe some listeners haven't had a nerd.
They're like little itty bitty, and they're hard. Like with my crowns, I don't mess with them that much anymore. But
Fair.
they're like really hard little candies. But and they bite, and it's just flavor burst.
Super small. Like think like
Yeah, and
almost like grains
the
of
top
sand.
is like and they've made a lot of other
Grains
different
of
types nerds.
sand.
okay, a little bit bigger.
more like pebbles in a fish tank.
Yes. Okay. Fair.
Yeah, and they're just like they can be kind of sour. Like I know Brittany doesn't like them; they're a little sour, but
Very tart.
I love them. I love them mixing the flavors, and they have rainbow flavors.
Yeah.
Josh, it's hard to describe.
We have the rainbow
opening
flavored
and closing.
cluster. And so, like, what I don't appreciate is all these kids say that, like, the ropes and the clusters are, like, the premium nerds.
Oh.
Because they just like them. And it's like, dude, just put more nerds in your hand and put them in your mouth and chomp. That's actually better than the cluster, like the gummy thing in there. Is it adding that much?
I agree with that, Josh. I
like the gummy. I don't know. I don't know if I'm with you on that one.
Okay. Well, anyway, I think that original box that I was talking to you about, Brett, the 2 flavors, I think they're somewhere around like 1 full square inch of room in there.
Yeah.
Oh.
I looked it up on Wolfram app Alpha. Is that what it's called? Wolfram Alpha?
Wolftron.
No. Well, Wolftron's the shit, but
Wolfram and Heart.
Wolfram Alpha. Pappy. Is that what that website is called?
Yeah, I think so. I haven't used it in a long time.
Wolfram Alpha. They kind of do these like complex mathematical.
You used to cheat on your algebra homework.
Yeah, I think it's like, yeah. Anyway, they calculated how many nerds pieces would be in one of those boxes. A lot of the Chat GPT and other Google answers came up with this range, but Wolfram Alpha came up with an exact number that you could expect to see.
It's good.
Which I appreciated.
Yeah.
So let's just keep going in that same order, Pappy. You set the ground mark, and it's not Price is Right rules. Okay, Pap.
Okay.
So you can go over. Brett's probably going to just say over or under on you. So you got to set this like mark in the sand.
It's like some stupid consulting interview question. All right, let's think. If I poured a bunch of nerds in my hand, I feel like there would be...
I love this.
60 nerds. No. 40 nerds in my hand. And I think I could have that many handfuls times at least 10. I'm going to say 1,421 nerds.
Okay, so you said you'd had 40 in your hand.
Yeah.
Times 10.
Yeah.
Yeah.
And instead of saying 400, you said 1,400.
I think it's
I'm
way
going to
more.
go less, Josh. I
think it's way more handfuls.
Brett, you win. Give me an actual guess, though, before I give
400?
You son of a bitch. Okay, so, Pappy, your intuition was beautiful.
I literally said that's a good guess.
40 times 10
what?
Yeah.
would be 400.
I know, but then I'm like, it was probably more.
Wolfram Alpha says there's 480 bits.
I should have stuck with my
You would have
gut.
put Brett in the pickle.
You would have, because I literally thought it was a good guess.
You should have just
That
added
was
like
so-
50 or one more handful, not
so close.
not
hilarious.
1,000 to your hand.
Yeah, but then I'm like,
Josh,
probably
thank
way
you
more
so
than 10.
much. Josh, thank you so much for your reaction there. Because literally he's going through it, and I literally go, that's a good guess. And he goes 1,400, and you go, 1,400. I was like, I can't wait for you to come to me. I was going to go less.
I loved how you jumped up on that before I could give him a chance to re-guess or
I guess you're
amend.
right.
You
2,000 nerds. That's a lot of
You said 40 times 10, and then you said 1,400.
That's why we do trivia, just to make
Dude,
one
you
of
had
us
it
feel
killed.
bad.
No, it's not
Pappy,
anywhere
you
near that
freaking
bad.
killed it.
Listen,
You killed
yeah.
it, Pappy, and then you blew it.
No, but that's not an all-time fail. That's not a wolf pound fail, right, Brett?
No, but I
Thank
still
you.
think you
That's
had the
all.
worst guess
Nope.
with the million pounds.
It's getting late. I gotta drive back home from the Pap Den.
Good
Brett.
Friends app. We went long. I like it.
Love
That's good
Friends
stuff.
app. Give us a hot take, man. Take us out.
Oh, hot take? I don't have a hot take. I think Friends is better than Seinfeld. Ooh. This was spoilers.
We can redo hot takes too, right?
What?
Just
I
like
like
the
that
open.
Do you have another one? Say what
I
you
don't,
think about Quentin
I can't-
Tarantino and Paul Dano.
dude, I'm with Pappy. Like, it's not like Quentin Tarantino, like, killed Paul Dano's dog or something, but Paul Dano's freaking awesome. He's awesome in everything I've ever seen him in. He's a ridiculously versatile actor. And QT, I think you're cool in a lot of things. You're flat out wrong on this one. And leave my boy, what's his name?
Paul Dano?
No, who else did he go after?
Lillard.
Matthew Lillard. Leave my boy Matthew Lillard alone.
Yeah.
Matthew Lillard is incredible in Scream and, other movies. But that's my hot take. QT, you're not always right, okay? That was spoilers, QT.
Yeah, Gip.
Special thank you to our patrons: Matt Troll, Brother Brian, Nephew Quinn, Nick, The Meg, Nurse Stacy, The Wolf, Barky 420, PK, Spencer, Gail, Swole, Cheese Zombie, Sebastian, Dr. Lar, Stone Cold Austin, Shatty Daddy, Jimmy the Cricket, Optimus E, the Ayatollah of Rock and Rolla, Derb, Teddy Ruxpin, Druid King.
Dude, Paul Dano's freaking awesome, dude. I love him in everything.
I thought he's good specifically in There Will Be Blood. I think my whole thing though is like, I don't know. I don't mind Quentin Tarantino saying it, I guess, because it's like I'd rather have people actually express their opinions and say something interesting than.
I saw your tweet. I agree with that.
Because it's like, I don't know. It could just be the fucking Madame Marble Wicked Witch shit all day. Like that's what the internet wants people to do when they talk about movies.
Quentin Tarantino,
he's wrong.
He talks in facts, and I hate that. Like if he would have came out and said, "I think he's terrible," I feel like he just said he's terrible. But maybe I'm wrong.
I mean, I agree, and that's the way I choose to take it, Brett. Is that he's like, like everyone has actors that they just don't like or that rub them like the wrong way. We all have people like that,
and so we do all the time. So it's like I don't know,
but I agree. Like Quentin Tarantino probably never going to make a movie again.
Yeah.
Doesn't need to worry about casting actors. Just like throw people under the bus for media attention. I don't know.
Well, and like Matthew Lillard's commenting where it's like, well, that sucks. It's like, yeah, it probably does really suck, and like, but people are making a big deal out of it. It's also like
Matthew Lillard's like, yeah, I kind of liked his movies. Hate to hear it.
It's also probably,
it's like sad, dude.
And part of it's like I don't know, it's like probably this 6-second clip from like an hour plus interview, but like that's what gets clipped and aggregated and repeated. How much Paul Dano sucks according to Quentin.
It's so like rare that people will be honest. To your point, though.
Yeah.
So that is what makes it interesting, is that he was actually honest about something he doesn't like. It's negative.
That all those guys have opinions on actors like that. They all must, right? So
just like all like NBA coaches have like players they think are pieces of shit they'd never want to have on their team.
It's a little bit of Quentin Tarantino being like, there's no repercussions for me saying this. I can do whatever. I don't have to be the normal person who like doesn't say this.
All right, boys.
Yeah, good pod. That was fun. Let's just do it next week. Fuck it. I think so.
Good.
I think Friends is fun. Christmas Friends.
So what would be next week then, Brett?
Well, we might as well just do the Holiday Armadillos right after this, but
just lock it in.
I'm all for
the
it.
ending of this football game has been incredible.
Who's winning?
What?
The game. It's Falcons. They were just down by 14. And they're driving down to win the game. It's crazy. Unfortunately for Baker. I like Baker. Okay, I am uploaded. I got to get going. Let me look, and I'll try to find the most Christmas one. And then if you want to lock it in, that's fine too. But
I don't in no rush to lock it in. We can do whatever one. Right. Or if it makes sense to do Holiday Armadillo next, it's fine. Fine by me.
All right.
I don't know why we wouldn't. See you, Brett.
All right.
See ya.
Yeah. See you, boys.
That was Spoilers.